Thank you, Governor. This is truly a beautiful spot on a beautiful lake, and I'm just so pleased to be here today and under these circumstances. It's wonderful. Governor Riley said that Alabama is blessed in many ways. One of our blessings is this wonderful set of water resources that we have in this state. Today we come to implement the initiative started by Governor Riley to further recognize and protect the precious water resources of this state. The governor's leadership in this is the reason that we're here today. He's the one who made this possible. The Treasured Alabama Lake program will become part of a long legacy of this administration to improve the quality of life in Alabama. And as an Alabama citizen, I want to say thank you, Governor. The Alabama Department of Environmental Management has been pleased to play a role in this effort. It's really a pleasure to be part of something that all of the stakeholders seem to endorse as a worthwhile endeavor. And I want to thank all of the people that have taken part in that. It's been both the industrial people, the Lake Watch preservation people, and you go right down the list. All of the stakeholders have done a wonderful job with this. At this time, I'd like to introduce someone who has played a major role in getting us to where we are here today. Dick Bronson has worked on this a dozen years or more to get us to this point. Longer than that. This asset, this wonderful treasure that we call Lake Martin here, is truly a precious asset for us, for our state, and for all of us here. In reviewing Dick's file at ADEM, his correspondence coming to ADEM, I've been able to determine that he's both dedicated and persistent. I am the third and perhaps the fourth director that Dick has written to ask that we look at the characteristics and of this lake and to take steps to protect lakes like this in the state of Alabama. Well, Dick, your persistence has finally paid off. We're here today because of you, and I'd like to invite you up to say a few words for us. Thank you. Dick Bronson.
He said persistent. I think he also meant pain in the butt at times, because that's probably what I've been here. I've got a couple of t-shirts. I only got one here right now, but I want to present this to Governor Riley because, and I don't think he's going to, this is not weather for wearing t-shirts, but it's a Lake Watch t-shirt, and I'm not sure it's the right size, but if it is, it says Lake Watch on the front and Alabama Water Watch on the right sleeve here, and I'll talk about that in just a second here.
You got it. Well, thank you.
Wear that with pride.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
When you're on the lake.
Yeah.
There are just a couple of organizations that I'd like to recognize, and one, of course, is, and people actually, are the wonderful volunteers of Lake Watch. We're an all-volunteer organization. We formed 20 years ago. Every year the board gives me doubles my salary. I'm still at zero, I believe, but one of these days I keep hoping. But they're wonderful people that have been trained and have monitored Lake Martin for the last 18 years. We have had trained probably more than 60 volunteers over the course of that 18 years in a variety of techniques that Alabama Water Watch allows us to do. Chemistry testing, biological and bacteriological. And most of them in chemistry. And we've got some of the volunteers are here today. They've been doing this for a long time. David and Diana French, where we are. Rain, sunshine, whatever, winter, summer, they're out there for years and years now, every month, testing right out here at Clyde Bridge, and other volunteers equally that way. We've sampled on this lake over 30 sites, various sites, in various times, and we've completed more than 1,800 test results that we've entered into the Alabama Water Watch website. We're dedicated and we're passionate about this lake. I'll close with a reason why. The other group I want to recognize is Dr. Bill Deutsch, who's standing with the camera over here. and his wonderful people at Alabama Water Watch at Auburn University. We knew a long time ago that this lake was clean and was special. We just didn't know how clean and how to determine that. We couldn't figure it out. We ran across Bill Deutsch. He came over and trained our volunteers, equipped us with test kits, and gave us that credibility of Auburn University and that confidence to go to ADEM and say, look, this is too special a place to let be degraded. Give us some kind of a designation, some kind of a recognition that protects it for the future. And that's what we have. And I really do applaud Governor Riley and ADEM Director Lance LaFleur for their leadership in this. It wouldn't have happened without that. I'll close with this. Occasionally I'll be asked by people, you crazy guys in Lake Watch, why do you do these things? Why do you keep messing with this stuff? You're out there testing every month. Just an anecdote here, Marianne and I have tested now. We test off our dock at Bay Pine Island. The last time I entered data was last Friday. We did a test down there, a monthly test. And on the Alabama Water Watch website, which is a wonderful one, by the way, it shows a count of how many times you've entered data. And I think the count was 252, so that's a lot of months of testing. So it just shows that people can get passionate about this kind of thing. But when I'm asked, why do you do this, I think the reason, and I think Ben or Lance or the governor or anybody else would give the same reason, and I think the governor's alluded to it, it's for future generations. Now when Marianne and I are asked that and try to come up with the answer, it's pretty easy for us. We look at our refrigerator door and we get pictures of all kinds of critters. These are our, I started to say kids, these are our grandchildren, 23 grandchildren and 5 great-grands now. These are the reasons why we do this, and why any of you would do it also. It's just a special place, and I can't wait to have the designation. I'm going to change the wording a little bit here, just for the sake of this talk. This will be won't be known as Lake Martin in the future. It'll be known as Alabama's Treasured Lake. A little bit of play on words, but that has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Thank you.